Hello and welcome to my weekend cigar. I'm Gary Korb, and this weekend I had a chance to take the Acme Seleccion No.1 Toro for a taste drive, and I thought I saw a Roadrunner out there somewhere, but I'll have more details for you shortly on it. But let's get to the stats right now. The PDR Acme Seleccion No.1 Toro is made at PDR Cigars in Tamboril, the Dominican Republic. The cigar is rolled to a 6 inches by 52 ring. The body and strength are medium. The wrapper is an Ecuador Connecticut Shade over an Indonesian binder with Dominican Seco and Ligero and U.S. Connecticut broadleaf for the filler. And you'll find the Toro in boxes of 10 cigars, that's all, and singles at Where Else But Famous Smoke Shop, aka famous-smoke.com. Okay, let's see what the origin story is for this cigar. All right, now the Acme Seleccion No.1 is actually a classic Cuban brand dating back to the late 1800s. Acme was originally marketed as a Cuban cigar line sold in the United States. It was a popular brand that received a fair amount of success before it was eventually discontinued in the 1930s. Now, the brand didn't resurface until a short-lived Nicaraguan Acme cigar appeared in 2015. But debuting in 2023, Abe Flores and his team at PDR resuscitated Acme as a medium-bodied, regular production line rolled in 3 shapes: Corona, Robusto, and Toro. According to one report, Abe stated that he relaunched Acme for the Polar family, who are best known as cigar sales reps in the southern United States. He put a very reasonable price on them, too. Now, what's also worth mentioning are the retro design boxes. I really love these. And the bands, of course, that look like cigars sold during the 1940s and 50s. Next up, my PDR Seleccion No.1 experience, but please keep in mind, your experience may be different. All right, this cigar is very well rolled and firm throughout. The color of the Connecticut wrapper is an even beige with a few apparent veins, while a long red band is placed at the foot. Okay, now the triple cap is well fashioned with nice parallel seams too. Now, once clipped, the draw had just the right amount of resistance. The cold draw had kind of a grassy flavor, but once I lit it, it immediately offered a bright, toasty, nutty flavor and this nice, creamy mellowness. Now, the burn got off to a very good start, too. Now, through the first third, the smoke was very smooth, creamy, and mellow in body with a mostly toasted nut flavor, underscored by this kind of thin, woody layer. Now, at the midsection, the cigar continued to burn very well, and it was still mostly nutty. It was creamier on the palate and more medium in body. Now, at that point, I would also say that it was deliciously nutty, just a nutty cigar. Plus, there was a suggestion of sweetness, and the overall roundness of the smoke was really holding my interest. By the last several inches, the taste became a little bit sharper, but the nuttiness was still there, and even that tasted a little stronger. Now, as usual, letting the cigar rest gave it a chance to come back a little and even out again. From there, it just continued along nicely, allowing me to smoke it down to about 1.5 inches. And that's all she wrote. All right, don't go away because my final thoughts are next. Okay, final thoughts. Acme, meaning the highest point, the summit or peak, can be interpreted as being high in status or something that is very generic and dispensable, right? Now, if we're talking about this Acme No.1 Seleccion Toro, I saw it as a solid, straightforward Connecticut Dominican blend with a consistent mellowness and a mostly nutty flavor. I began to think this Acme Seleccion No.1 Toro would be good to enjoy in the morning with coffee, maybe even a golf cigar. At times, it reminded me of some more popular Dominican Connecticut's like Macanudo and Romeo 1875. Now, it should certainly appeal to the Connecticut lovers out there, not to mention many newer cigar smokers. So, will PDR's version of the Acme Cigars brand survive longer than its predecessors? Well, only time will tell, but this Acme's got my vote for being a genuine ease into the day smoke. Its beauty is its simplicity. And there you have it. Remember, you'll find the PDR Acme Seleccion No.1 Toro and the many other cigars from PDR at famous-smoke.com. For more cigar reviews, advice, and news, follow us at cigaradvisor.com and on all of the popular social media channels. If you like this video, please check like and share it with your cigar smoking friends. For My Weekend Cigar, I'm Gary Korb, and thanks for watching.